Hello, my beautiful ones. Welcome to a new Twin Flame Soulmate, Immortal Beloved, Collective Love Tarot reading. So this is for all of you who would like some clarity on what is going on in the energy between you and your special person. So I will be asking Spirit some very important questions on your behalf to get you clarity. What I will also do is put each question and the timestamp that goes along with it in the description box below, so you know exactly what has been asked for you in this reading. So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. So happy to have you here. Welcome. And for everybody who is celebrating Thanksgiving, today, I wanted to wish you all a very, very happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you are having a wonderful day and really, really enjoying this beautiful time with the people that you love. So I also want to let you know, stay with me until the end of the reading, because at the end we will be doing a pick a card portion where you can ask Spirit your most urgent question about your relationship, and we're going to be using this deck to get you answers. So make sure you stay until the end of the reading. That is the pick a card portion of the reading. So for any of you who are confused about how these readings work for the collective, you have already chosen this reading. So this is your reading. If you are guided to this video, there are messages here that Spirit wants you to know. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into your reading. All right, so our first question here is, I want to take a look at what is going on in your current energy, as well as what is going on in your person's current energy. Okay, so that way we can see kind of where are you guys in your life's journey, right? Where are you? So we're going to do your energy right here, and we're going to do your person's energy right here. Okay, so Spirit, for all of our beautiful Live Tarot family, please tell us, what is your current energy? Where are you right now in your life's journey? What is going on? And you know, the reason why I love to ask this particular question is because I've noticed that oftentimes we may not know ourselves, like what is going on with us, right? There may be some sort of gaps, because tarot really is a tool for self-discovery. That's what I love about tarot, is that it really helps you to fill in the gaps in your own understanding of yourself, as well as your understanding of others. So what is your current energy? Interesting. Our beautiful Live Tarot family, what is going on in your life journey? Interesting. Okay, so for your person right here, Spirit, can you please tell us, for your beloved, the person you are watching this video for, what is their current energy? What is going on in their life journey? Wow, okay. This is really interesting. So let me start with your current energy. So what I'm feeling here is that many of you have definitely been going through a bit of a dark night of the soul energy. We're getting the energy of darkness, right? We're getting the energy of, you know, the moon, right? Very similar to the moon's energy in tarot. We're getting, you know, like but what I like about this though, even though it is a heavier energy, is that you are not fully enveloped in this darkness, okay? Even though there is a shadow, even though there is shadowy energy here, even though it is not the most like bright, cheerful, happy energy, I still love the fact that your path is coming out as clear, right? Even though there is a bit of this, you know, darkness around you, I feel like there is a very open pathway here for you. So you are not in a state where everything is darkness, where you don't know what's going on with yourself, you don't know what's going on with your life path, you don't know where life is leading you. No, I feel like the path is definitely there for you. It is clear, and it's come through with this big goal. So I feel like whatever more difficult energy you've been going through, it's not as bad as you may think it is. I feel that there's a lot of hope there. There's a lot of illumination should you choose to access it, right? You have to choose to access it. Even, sometimes even in our darkest times, Spirit is showing us the path out, right? But we have to be in tune to it. We have to align ourselves with that path, with that light, so that we can follow. Even in the darkness, we know where we're going. And so I feel like many of you have definitely been struggling with that energy. You've been, maybe because things have gone on in your love connection that has been a little bit painful. For many of you, there has been a struggle or a separation that has gone on. And so I'm feeling that, you've tried to deal with it very constructively by focusing on your big goals. And I love the fact that you, beautiful Live Tarot family, are getting this vibration, because I feel like, again, as we come into the end of this year and into a brand new year, a brand new beginning, I think it is wonderful for you to focus on your overall energy, your bigger goals. What is it that you wish to achieve? And sometimes, if things are not going the way we want them to go in our love life, it is absolutely the right thing to do to take our attention temporarily off of that and into our bigger goals. And oftentimes when we do that, what we do is we clear up any kind of stuck energy, right? Sometimes when we are repetitively going through actions that were taken, words that were spoken, maybe, disagreements, whatever led to struggle or separation in our love connection, if we are repetitively going through that over and over again in our head, I feel like it keeps us stuck. It clogs the pipes. And oftentimes when you take your mind off of that temporarily and you start focusing on your bigger goals and you start getting busy living your most passionate life, that's when the love relationship either comes in out of nowhere, or the one that you want improves itself. Like something just clears up, the energy shifts, and the two of you are able to connect in a much better way than you were before. And so that's what I love about this energy right here. You are doing the right thing. If you've been going through a difficult time and instead you're focusing on your big goals and you've tried to deflect away from that, that is actually going to be really, really powerful for you. And that's a great thing. Now, your person, this is very interesting energy coming from your person. So they definitely have you on their mind. Wow, look at this. We're getting power plus soulmate energy here. So your person, regardless of what has gone on right now, whether it's a struggle, whether it's a separation, they feel that they have lost their power, not their power over you, but they're feeling the sense of sadness and disempowerment when it comes to creating the kind of relationship that they wish to have with you. So there's definitely energy here of struggle, feeling like, you wish that you could have the power to create what you want. It's almost like this energy of where did I go wrong? And why have I gone wrong? I'm also getting this energy from your person that they feel confident to create what they want in their life when it comes to other things. But for some reason, they feel like they always fall short when it comes to love. Like they feel that when it comes to the person that they are most closest to, which is you, this is where they are not as clear. They're not as empowered as they are in other aspects of their life. So there's a definite vulnerability that your person is feeling right now. They feel very vulnerable when it comes to their heart, when it comes to that very special and specific relationship that they have with you. And I'm getting this touch of embarrassment also. It's almost like they are confident when they have to show their face to the world, right? Maybe in their work, in their public life, like just the way they show up in the world is quite confident. They're pretty good at appearing to be somebody who has things under control, appearing to be somebody who is very, who's very empowered, right? But when it comes to you, they almost feel like this kid who doesn't know, who feels very uncertain, who feels very raw, who feels very vulnerable, who doesn't know, what to say, what to do, and feels like they're just like kind of starting in elementary school again. It's like this really interesting energy of I'm like really good when it comes to everything else in my life, but when it comes to love, boy, what is wrong with me? Like, I can't find the right words. I can't find the right actions. I just feel so inadequate. There's a definite sense of inadequacy that your person feels like they make a lot of mistakes that they shouldn't make, or they don't make in their normal life, in other aspects of their life. But why is it that they kind of always put their foot in their mouth, or they always kind of like drop the ball, like they always kind of go in the wrong direction when it comes to you? And I think the reason for that is because there is a definite fear that they have, a fear of failure, a fear of not being enough. I feel like your person is somebody who is very good at feeling like they're enough in their work or in their other goals in life. But for some reason, when it comes to personal relationships, there is a feeling within them of a little bit of that inadequacy. Like, am I good enough to make this relationship work? Am I a good enough partner? Can I make this a success, or am I going to fall flat on my face? And am I going to feel like, wow, like what the heck was I thinking? So I feel like one of the things your person definitely needs to work on at this time is this feeling of not enough, not being good enough to have a very successful relationship. This is definitely something that they need to, have some healing around. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at now, like, how does your person feel about you? That's what I would like to know. So Spirit, can you please tell us, for a beautiful Live Tarot family, how does your person think and feel about you at this time? What are your person's thoughts and feelings about you at this time? Very interesting. What are your person's thoughts and feelings about you at this time? Interesting. Let's see what Kipper has to say. What are your person's thoughts and feelings about you at this time? Very interesting energy. All right, so I'm feeling for sure there has been some sort of struggle or separation here in this energy. I mean, all the energies coming through are very, very strong in that. So I feel like for those of you who are in separation, who this, and sometimes it's a separation of like, temporary, right? You may have some sort of minimal contact, or for some of you, there's been no contact. And that's why we were getting those energies of your person feeling like they've really screwed something up, right? Like for some reason, they're very strong in other aspects of their life, but when it comes to love, they screw things up. They have lessons to learn. So see, I feel like your person is very much in that energy of learning lessons right now. And there's definitely an energy of something that has ended. And see, again, with this World card, this is why I feel like your person, they're going through a very dark time. Like if you are in some form of really, painful kind of separation right now, your person is really feeling that pain. Okay, they're really feeling that pain. Again, they're feeling this big gap between who they are in the world and who they are inside of their own heart. And that is very difficult for them. Again, I feel like there's a definite sense of failure that your person is feeling right now about you and how they've handled the relationship. They're feeling like a failure. This is the very strong energy that I'm getting. It's like they feel like there's a part of them that wants to just emotionally shut down right now. Four of Cups. There's a part of them that is emotionally shut down right now. It's like they are going about their business in the world, but they feel uninvested in the world right now because something has gone wrong with you. There's something, it's almost like until things are back in balance with you, their world will feel out of balance. Their world does feel out of balance. Like they're feeling very emotionally shut down right now. And they are constantly thinking of you. See, you are constantly in their thoughts. And I feel like the more they are thinking of you, the more they're going back and forth in their mind, going over all the things that were said. I feel like they're having these repetitive thoughts of all of the things that were said between the two of you. And the more they're thinking about that, the more pain they are feeling. Okay, the more pain they are suffering through right now. And so I feel like because it is so painful to constantly go through these thoughts of you, I feel like they've become very emotionally stagnant right now with this Four of Cups. Like they're like, you know what, I would rather just not feel the pain or not feel the emotion and kind of numb myself than to keep feeling this pain. So this is why I feel like right now they are just kind of going through a process of disengaging from life, from the world right now. They feel very, very disconnected. And it's interesting, I'm also getting this energy from them that it's almost like they're like, well, I'm glad that the holidays are coming up right now, because I feel like the holidays are a time where you can hide your disconnection, right? Because people are more focused on taking time off, they're taking some vacation days, right? Like people aren't as focused, many people aren't as focused on like, big things happening in work or big work responsibilities. Definitely things, kind of get a little bit more quiet over the holidays. So I feel like your person is also taking advantage of this time to be able to hide their disconnection. They're hoping that people in their work, people in the world will not see how disconnected they are at this time, because people are distracted by their own families and their own, shopping for Christmas and, all the other stuff that goes on during the holidays. So it's almost like your person is feeling very relieved, like, okay, people won't notice that I am really heartbroken right now. People won't notice that I am very disconnected from the world right now. My heart is just like broken, and I almost can't function in the same way. So I'm hoping that people won't notice that. Okay. So there's a lot of heavy energy your person is feeling right now. And it's interesting because I feel like they also, in this separation or in this struggle that they're going through, in maybe the fact that you may have been absent in their life in some way, I feel like that absence is creating a lot of deep understanding within them of how valuable you really are. You know, sometimes people take us for granted. They don't value us until we are gone, right? They don't, they don't value sometimes how much we brought into their life until they see what life is really like without us, right? And that can also be a very dark place. And I feel like that is another thing your person is dealing with right now. There's a vacuum, there's a darkness there that your absence has left for them. And so the more they are now kind of seeing you in a slightly more objective light, right? Because sometimes when we are absent, we create a space, we create a vacuum there where people can, if they wish to or they choose to, they can start seeing us in a more objective way. They can start really seeing the value of who we are. And so here, your person is feeling like, wow, you were somebody, look at this privileged lady with wise leader, you are a beacon for others. They are seeing how much you brought to the table. You know, how much you brought into their life, the fact that you are somebody with so much to offer and that you do that for everybody. Like they see how much, they understand now the value of how much you have given, not only to them, but to everybody in your life that you love. Like you are somebody who is wise. You are somebody that people look up to, that people come to, that people trust. You are somebody that they deeply trust. But somehow they may have betrayed that trust. Somehow they may not have seen your value when you were around. They may have, behaved in ways that they now truly regret. They may have lashed out at you. I'm also getting, energy of like this lashing out or being triggered or behaving in ways that were just not useful, right? That were just not healthy or right. And so it's like there's a part of them, look at this, protected by angels, you are cherished by the angels. It's like there's a part of them that is now seeing that you are somebody to cherish. Okay, that you are somebody who has built up a lot of good karma. And that you are somebody who is protected. And it's interesting because I feel like your person is also feeling about you that if there's been a struggle or separation, I feel like they may be even watching you in some way or finding out about you in some way from either friends or social media. And I feel like they are seeing you in a new light. They're seeing that, you know what? You will be absolutely fine without them. That if this becomes permanent, if you move on with the Six of Swords energy, there's a fear here. They're afraid that you're going to move on without them. Okay. They're afraid that there is a mystery here, as in like right now, they don't know where they stand with you. They really don't know where they stand with you. And they're afraid that this either this struggle or separation that you're going through right now is going to become permanent and they're going to lose you and you're going to move on. You're going to put them behind you. I'm getting a very strong feeling here that they have finally realized that you wanted to be with them. You want them, but you don't need them. And this is a huge, huge revelation for them. I think that they did not realize this. That's why we're getting the energy of big, big lessons being learned here. Your person is truly learning some big lessons here about you and how privileged you are. And what I mean by privileged is how much you are connected to your angels, your guides, to the universe, to spirit, and that you are being cherished, protected, guided by spirit. You are truly privileged as a soul. And your person is truly realizing that, you know what? You have every power within you to move on and put them behind you. You don't need them. You just wanted to be with them. You were shining the light of your love freely on this person. You chose to give this person love. You chose to give this person parts of yourself freely and openly. And they may have screwed this up. They may have taken those parts of you and not given you the respect, the love, the value that you deserve. And now they're seeing, oh my God, I'm going to lose this person. They're going to put me way, way behind them. Because there was never a sense of need. Okay, there was never a sense of neediness that you had. I feel like whatever neediness there was or whatever uncertainty here there was coming from them, because it was their own vulnerability. It was their own lack of confidence within themselves, their own triggers, their own darkness, their own feelings of unworthiness, that may have stepped in to sabotage this relationship. And so right now, I think their greatest fear is that you are going to move on with the Six of Swords energy. You're going to put them behind you, and that in this coming new year, you're going to find somebody new. And they are terrified of this. Whether they can admit it to themselves or not, they are terrified of this. They're terrified that you're going to find somebody new and you're not going to need them anymore. That you gave them a chance, you gave them a place in your heart because you wanted to. But you are not needy, you are not desperate. If they cannot give you the love and the respect that you deserve, you will move on and you will find somebody who will. And this is their greatest fear right now. Wow. Very, very strong energy coming through about this. Wow. You know what? As they should. They should be afraid. They should be very, very afraid. Let's take a look at specific messages from them. What does your person wish to say to you from their higher self? From their deepest heart? What would they say to you? Oh, there you go. Oh my God. See? Oh my. This is exactly what we were just saying. So just take these messages as they resonate for your situation. They are very specific. Oh, you know what? I should say this. Oops. This is a general collective reading, so not everything is going to resonate, right? So just take what does and leave the rest. If you'd like to have specific guidance on your unique journey, you can have a personal reading with me. The link to that is in the box below. Yeah, oh my gosh. See, this is exactly what we were feeling throughout this reading. I'm living the consequences of my bad choices. I lost you and now I'm desperate to win your heart again. See, there you have it. There's the fear, there's the loss, everything that we've been seeing throughout this reading. I love spending time with you, enjoying each other and the simple and cozy pleasures of life. Beautiful. See, all the more reason why they are feeling this loss. You are an angel in my life and I want to be one in yours. No one gets me like you do. Beautiful. Yeah, not surprised. My world is falling apart right now and I don't know how to fix it. It's not right for me to dump that on you. Interesting because we got that world card, right? So this is a confirmation that definitely there is this falling out energy. There's this energy from your person that their world will never be the same without you in it, right? And that is the fallout. That is what they are dealing with right now. And that is what is weighing so heavily on their heart. Wow. Wow. All right, so let's take a look at where this connection is going, okay? And let's start with what blocks does your person need to surrender here? What are some of the blocks here that your person needs to deal with so that they can come back into this connection if that's what you both want, right? So what are some of the blocks, or what can be surrendered here so that the two of you can have a better relationship? Oh, it just flew out. Yeah. And then from here, we're going to take a look at what are the possible future energies. So let's take a look at that as well, and then we'll put it all together. So just in the immediate next few days, where is this connection going, Spirit? Where is this connection headed? Just in this next few days. Interesting. Wow. Interesting. Amazing. Wow, amazing. Where is this connection headed? Beautiful. Look at this. So I'm feeling that there is definitely a kind of timing here that is now coming into fruition, because look, we're getting divine timing, we're getting yes, and I love the fact that we're getting the Hermit in reverse here. Okay, so this is really important. So this to me indicates that there is a time here that is ripening between the two of you. So regardless of whatever time you may have been struggling or you may have been separated, I feel like the time now for movement, for transformation is ripening, and the time for people to come out of this Hermit energy. So if there's been a withdrawal, right, with the Hermit being very much about like solitude, stepping back, looking for answers within yourself, right, looking this light, trying to cast a light into the darkness, seeking answers. The fact that we are now coming out of that, this is a really good thing with a big yes, right? Like looking for the yes in this situation is what I'm feeling here. And I feel like your person is going to very much step out of these cycles and try to get that yes from you. That this is the energy that I'm getting, because we're also getting, look at this, surrender to prayer, surrender to what is, and surrender to the magic of who you are. And this is actually an interesting combination, because I feel like at some point your person really needs to understand what has happened here, right? So when you surrender to what is, you're no longer struggling against anything. And I feel like that is going to be a huge one for your person. So whatever has happened here between the two of you, I feel like part of it is for their own resistance to struggling to what is, right? Not being able to accept that maybe right now, you know, you may not want to talk to them. Right now, you may not want to be around them. Right now, things may not be what they want it to be, but they, instead of resisting it, instead of being, you know, kind of like we saw before, repetitiously going through it in their mind over and over again and being haunted by it, it's time to surrender to, okay, this is where we are now. I can't change the past. There's no point in me thinking about it over and over again. This is what they're feeling. It's not going to help. Let me accept that this is where we're at now, and let me change the vibration. This is the time now to stop going over the past again and again, to come out of the cycles of the past, because there was a momentum there, right? There was a momentum that had been building from the past of what had gone on, and that cycle needed to be broken. And now is the time. That time is now coming. And I feel like part of it is that they finally, surrendered to accepting what is, knowing that there is a plan. To me, surrender to prayer is very much about saying, okay, Spirit has a plan. There's a reason why all of this happened. And maybe I can think of it more like the reason why these difficult times came is for us to learn and grow and learn these lessons. And maybe it's better to give into that and see where it leads us, and surrender to the magic of what that could create instead of seeing it negatively. So there's definitely a beautiful kind of shifting away from, okay, all this crappy stuff happened and I'm so upset about it, into, well, maybe all of this crappy stuff happened for a reason. And it's time to look at the lessons. It's time to see, how can I turn this to our advantage? How can we learn from this and come back together stronger with this yes energy? Let's stop being in our corners. Let's stop being alone and isolated. Let's come together, because look at this beautiful honeymoon energy. I love it, right? With this Two of Pentacles, this is beautiful. Many people see the Two of Pentacles as a twin flame card because it's a yin yang energy, right? So if you are looking for confirmation that this is a twin flame journey, this may be that confirmation for you. But there's a beautiful energy of the two of you coming together. Two of Pentacles being like very, very down to earth, very much about how can we make this happen? How can we come together in a very practical, realistic way? Like we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna say yes, and it's gonna be real. It's not just gonna be a fantasy. We're going to work out the dynamics of this in real time. Okay. And it's interesting because we're also getting this Three of Cups in reverse. And so I feel that this is a special message for some of you who are in third party situations. And as I always say, third party doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic situation. It can be any kind of third person or situation that is becoming an obstacle in your union, like somebody who is somebody or something that is distracting your person from your relationship, right? Some sort of, other circumstance. So I feel like that too is coming into its conclusion. The fact that this is coming in reverse, along with the Hermit in reverse, tells me that the pipes are clearing. The blockages are being cleared here. People are coming out of the things that were blocking them before. And it is opening you up, both of you, into this beautiful energy of being a couple, saying yes to two people coming together and coming back into the bliss of what it is that you wanted from this relationship in the first place. So I love it. What a beautiful way to end here. All this yes, 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 beautiful union energy coming through here. Absolutely luscious, gorgeous energy. Oh, I love it for you guys. So now let's take a look at answering your most urgent question. So I have crystals here for you to choose from. So this may be a good time to close your eyes, take a deep breath, see or think about what is your most urgent question about this connection. So here are your options. Crystal number 1, crystal number 2, and crystal number 3. All right, so go ahead and think about your most urgent question that you want answered about this connection, and we're going to get you your answer. Okay, so that is for crystal number 1, crystal number 2, and crystal number 3. All right, so let's take a look here. For group 1, your answer is reconsider. Okay. Group number 2, your answer is unlikely. And group number 3, your answer is wait. Interesting. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have created for you, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. If you haven't already, please do make sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's absolutely free. It means so much to me and it really helps the channel. Again, have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. All of my love to all of you. Thank you for being here and I'll see you on the next one.